Good morning, people. I have another video for you today. I want to talk to you a little bit more about spiritual warfare and what's going on in Hollywood and the music industry. A lot of people don't realize this, particularly the stars that are born with infinite energy and creative talent and gifts. Not only once they sign their contracts, they're bound by the company, and the company looks all legit and everyone thinks, well, it pays its taxes and all the rest of it, but that company is in cahoots and bound with an umbrella company, something like BlackRock or the Carlyle Group, these kind of entities. And what they do is they set up these rituals unbeknownst to the talent, the creative artists and the celebrities and what have you, and they send them invitations to Epstein Island is probably the most infamous one of today, and they think they're a part of an elite group, and they'll go along and schmooze with these elites. But unbeknownst to them, the invitation is totally part of the ritual, and it binds them and their energy to the ritual and the nefarious activities that these organizations are doing behind the scenes. And a lot of these creative artists, talents, and famous people, celebrities, you know, they're totally unaware of what's going on. They've got money, and they're traveling in planes and going to all the parties, and they have access to all the goodies. But they don't realize that their energy is being totally siphoned and drained, stolen from them, and they can't break out of those contracts. And if they do, they have to sacrifice everything that they've gained. And so a lot of them just say, well, life is good, I'll just carry on. But we're in a massive transition across the globe at the moment, and these organizations that set up these rituals, they've infiltrated government and pharmaceutical companies and journalism and the media, and everyone that's working for these companies has no idea that they're part of a circle. Now, with spiritual warfare, the circle is the coven, and there's a select few at the top that decide what they're going to do with this energy, and who they're going to target, and how they're going to manipulate these industries to target their competitors and shut them down. And this is what we call, this is hardcore spiritual warfare, and it's been going on for eons. Now that the masses are waking up to it, as soon as the masses wake up to it, and enough numbers, critical mass, the spell breaks. And then, as you can see at the moment, the spell is broken over Hollywood and the music industry. It's blown open. People are totally unaware of why. And the truth is that the spell, the black magic that has been used with sacrifice and people's energy has actually broken down. And a lot of these organizations are scrambling at the moment, and they're trying to regain their power and their position, and they're losing their money, lots of money, because people don't realize that money is energy. It's a tool, and there's a higher force. And you can get, this is where it sort of crosses over into religion, because religion was all created to control the masses. And you've got the different religions, but they're all part of the same tree. Now, when you hear that expression that they're all branches of the same tree, what they're saying is that they're all branches of source energy, or the collective frequency that keeps life and Gaia, if you want to go the spiritual route, the earth, alive. So they're tapping into these energies and locking people in and trying to take over. It's not going to happen. This is heavy stuff, and I'm pretty sure that the elite intelligence agencies, CIA, FBI, these agencies, they're all aware of this stuff. They've been probably coming across it for some time now. But what can you do? Let's take Epstein Island, for example. Epstein, he was recruiting the celebrities and the elites to his island, and binding them with sacrifices and contracts, which is all hidden. And Epstein was in fact a special, what do you call it? The Mossad, the Israeli secret police, their special, the equivalent to the CIA. Now he was black ops operation, so he was being funded by Israel. And as I've spoken before about Israel and what's really going on there, the truth is Israel was just created by a bunch of Zionist psychopaths. They're a race of beings called Ashkenazi, and it goes back a long way, and they've infiltrated Judaism, and they got into the House of Lords in London, and the House of Lords back then banned Jews from being in the House of Lords, which is the top office of justice and decision making, and they bought their way in. You might be familiar with the name Rothschild, and once Rothschild got in, they I think it was his son Amschel, he was a Zionist, and he declared and made the proposition that they were going to claim Palestine and make their own country. Now these people, these beings have never had their own land. They just stole it. And what they've done is they've infiltrated America following World War II with the CIA Operation Paperclip. Once they had their agreement with the Nazis, and they spirited away all the Nazis and all their research and their doctors and scientists to America. And that's why America is having this headache at the moment, a global headache for the rest of us, because all the people behind the scenes in journalism, we have Pulitzer, created in 1917, happens to be the same year that the Declaration of Israel came about. And you've got Pfizer, which is pharmaceutical, another Ashkenazi Nazi name. You've also got Epstein and Weinstein, which are both fashion and Hollywood respectively. And the Rothschilds, which created the banking system, the central banking system, and they took it over and created the Federal Reserve in 1913. So this is the deep shit that's going on, that's been going on for a long time, and that's why it's a real arm wrestle right now, because we've got a whole lot of countries facing off, because the leaders of some of these countries are bound, as I was saying before, in these black magic circles and covens. Yeah, serious shit. So when they've got this much power and you've got someone coming up through the ranks, it's all got to be hidden. The good guys I'm talking about, they've got to be hidden. Otherwise they get targeted and they never get off the ground, because they're sent spirits and cause major setbacks and blockages for their growth and their evolution, or for their businesses, or relationships and what have you. So this is the big picture, and this is actually what's going on a global scale, and it's all coming down. So it's an amazing opportunity for a lot of people, organizations,